Arcade Heroes.
Pretty much the mascot of the arcade industry, even though he's on consoles and mobile devices, but Pac-Man, who's got his start in arcades, is back in arcades with Pac-Man Battle Royale Chompionship. And sometimes I've already been saying that wrong or writing it wrong. But this is a sequel to the 2011 release of Pac-Man Battle Royale, and it is quite the upgrade, quite the evolution from that original game, which had you eating other Pac-Men on the maze, eating dots, eating ghosts, or avoiding ghosts, and that one was based on Pac-Man Championship DX. But this one takes it a step further. I'm not sure if this is based on a console version, but it certainly looks nicer than Pac-Man Battle Royale, which was a 720p game. So this one's 1080p, I believe, and you can even see the quality of the sprites. Also, it looks just a little bit nicer or sharper. And yeah, this one it brings up to 8-player chaos, Pac-Man chaos, to the arcade scene. Now, this will be released in 2022. The exact date hasn't been selected yet, but it will be available as a dedicated model, so what you're seeing right here. It will also be available if you buy a dedicated model. You have the option to get an upgrade kit, which you see on the other side there, which will turn an older Battle Royale game into this. But what's interesting about it is that it doesn't really have much hardware in it. It's really more just the top of the machine, as you see here. And it just allows you to have up to 8 players, which kind of puts this into the competitive arcade territory of things like Killer Queen Arcade. Yeah, I know that has 10 players instead of 8, but still, 8-player games are not very common in this business. And I mean, there's been a few out there like Indy 800, Tank 8. Of course, those are very, very old examples, but still, with Pac-Man attached to this, then I just see it doing really well, especially in the right kind of venue. Now, they've also addressed some complaints about the original Pac-Man Battle Royale, PMBR if you want to call it that, where a lot of classic fans did not like that it didn't have any scoring, and that it was just more of a social sort of thing. But this one does have scoring for every person, and has a leaderboard as well, and so you can compete that way on it. It also has a lot of power-ups, and this was a little bit surprising, but there's a lot of fun power-ups here, like a banana pill, which sends your Pac-Man sliding, a lightning bolt, which gives you a field of electric energy, as you see there, and zapping other Pac-Man. There's also a speed-up one and stuff like that, and so it just they've got a lot of interesting power-ups in this one, more than what I mentioned. That just really keeps this interesting. And also, if you lose track of your Pac-Man, you can push the start button there. It actually says Find My Pac on it, and that'll show you where you're at so that you can locate yourself. But another version of this that'll be available is the projection version, and this one, it allows this game to be installed into venues that otherwise may not have arcades in them, like restaurants. And so instead of controlling the action with joysticks, you control it with your phone, which is really the first time that Bandai Namco's done this sort of mobile/arcade crossover. And here's the banana power, which is just funny to watch. But so what you do with this one is there's a pedestal, and you don't even really need the pedestal, you just need the QR codes on it. There's 2 QR codes. The first one connects you to a local area Wi-Fi network, and then once you're logged into that, you scan the other QR code, and then you have access to the mobile controls, and then you can just control the game on your phone. Now, just as a note, while I did attempt to access this with my phone, I learned afterwards that it's not final yet. This is prototype software, but also at the trade show, there's just tons of Wi-Fi signals. And also my own phone, I ran out of data. Yeah, I know, I should have unlimited already, but so that was causing problems for me all day long in that regard, and so you won't see anything here. But as a part of the final production version, it will be there. And so I believe that also will be supported on the cabinet version that you saw there a moment ago. Again, this is coming in 2022, and so definitely be interesting to see how this affects the competitive arcade landscape and maybe becomes the next killer queen of a sort. But yeah, that's Pac-Man Battle Royale Chompionship. Stay tuned for many more videos from my Epic 2021, and thanks for watching.